Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to SCDC ENT presents the Age Woman Podcast. I am that lady, Miss Nicole, coming at you today with another beautiful topic that is near and dear to my heart. And I am, as I stated earlier, I know if you guys have been listening to any of my podcasts, I am actually rebranding my YouTube channel to be the Age Woman channel. So you guys go over there, subscribe. I'm uploading some videos and really getting my feet wet and really getting into this thing. I got some good energy this year, so I'm all about creating. So I'm going to be uploading and just creating content like crazy. So you guys, if you have any likes, any suggestions or comments, please feel free to send me a message at queenfromcreation@gmail.com so I can create a topic and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So because I love to talk, and I'm into a whole bunch of different stuff. So maybe we could connect and bond with each other on some different levels. So today our topic is going to be about what happens when we forget to have our emotional intelligence, and our emotional intelligence just eludes us. Meaning that we just strictly going off our feelings. What are the consequences of you going off on your feelings because you big man, as y'all would like to say? So the first thing that I want to definitely say is that you have got to understand that nobody gives a damn about your feelings. Feelings do not matter to no one but the person that possesses them. The world is not stopping. The world does not stop and go based on how you feel, what you think, or any of that stuff. And I know it sounds crazy or might sound harsh or whatever, but that's just the reality. You cannot, the worst damage that a person could do to themselves is be totally manipulated by how they feel, because a feeling is just a temporary thing. I used to when I get up and go to work, I'd be like, man, I don't want to get up out of this bed. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to work. So you don't go to work. So what happens when you don't go to work? You don't eat. You might lose your job. You get ridiculed by the employer. All kind of stuff goes on. But the main thing is you missing that money. And, it messes up your livelihood because you be dependent on that bread that you're missing when you stay home from work. So understand, operating in your feelings is a downfall to you. It's actually a handicap. One of the most liberating things that I've done to myself is just stop entertaining what I feel about things. It does, because it doesn't help me to be in my feelings and allowing my emotions to override my intelligence. Like if me and my husband, we in an argument and I got the remote control in my hand and I be like, throw that at the remote, throw that remote at the TV. And then I think about it, I paid too much damn money for that TV for me to throw the remote at the TV and break it. So guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to tear up my stuff. And it's not mine, it's ours, me and my husband, paid for the TV. But I'm not going to tear up my shit because of how I'm personally feeling at the time, and that's how we do as women. One, you get so wrapped up in this external thing that's bothering you that not only can you allow it to ruin your whole day, but you also allow yourself to make bad decisions in the process. You know what I'm saying? You know how many women have went out here, had unprotected sex, cheated on their boyfriend or whatever, just because they felt like he was cheating, really didn't have no proof, or might have had proof, and went out there and cheat. Child, 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 rights make a left. You know what I'm saying? 2 rights make a left. You're not doing yourself any justice, number one, by trying to do tit for tat. Tit for tat is that one of those emotional things that, because he did it, I'm going to do it. Nah. Because in the end, y'all both going to lose. Because you getting in your feelings, responding on that external thing will mess up your whole stuff. And believe it or not, when you operate in maliciousness like that, and you are destined to set yourself up for failure. Destined. There's no way around it. I'm telling you, the worst thing that you could do is continuously entertain how you feel about something. I don't like, I don't want, I. These things hurt us as people, because as a grown person, you have to be able to understand that your feelings and your emotions really don't mean anything to nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? The world is not going to stop because you feel in a certain type of way about something, nor is the world going to change because you feel a certain type of way about something. And we have to be more understanding of the situation and what life really is about and what life is. Life is not about catering to your feelings. We have to learn how to pull our emotions together and get our mind right and understand and step out of the box of always being so emotional and trapped in this feelings driven world. I'm telling you, if you ever want to really be able to bond with the husband, really bond with your kids, and really have a good life for yourself, think first. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Think about what you say before you say it. Don't sit up here. Don't always be that person. Man, I wish I wouldn't have said that. Nah, you done said it. You didn't think about how it was going to sound to that other person. You done totally messed up, because our mouths get us in a lot of trouble. And we'll be right back with that after these messages, because that's going to be a whole nother long, drawn out thing about this mouth. We'll be right back. Hey, thanks for listening to my podcast. If you ever wanted to have your very own podcast, I can tell you how to set it up right now. Anchor is an awesome app that's free to download. You can use its creation tools to edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast so that you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more other platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenerships. And also, it has everything that you need in one place. All you need to do is go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I look forward to hearing your new podcast any day now. Thanks. And now back to the show. All right, and welcome back to part 2 of Emotional Intelligence is a Game Changer. I'm telling you, if you ever want to have success with a job, with a relationship, with anything, you have got to understand that your emotions are just temporary feelings and really not as bad as you think. Like it's like we don't have no kind of edit button about ourselves. It's like 0 to 100, and it's literally like that, and it literally should not be that way, because when you really supposed to be having that fire and that smoke out here in these streets, you don't. Okay, when you supposed to be going at the school, and caring about being disrespectful to your kids and handling them all messed up, you don't have no smoke for them. When the police out here stopping and beating and doing whatever they want to do to us, you ain't got no smoke for them neither. But let your baby daddy say something wrong. Oh, you got all the smoke. Let him have a new girlfriend and appearing to try to move on with his life and be happy. You got all the smoke for them. You got all the smoke for everybody around you who's struggling just like you, but you have no smoke for nobody else outside of your comfort zone, which is foul. Okay? Because and it shows that you do have some intelligence, because you know why? Because you know that outside of your small circle, ain't nobody gonna put up with your bull crap. That's why a lot of y'all feel comfortable with just being single, because the fact of the matter is that you just too angry and too bitter to let past shit go, to grow up from the hurt that your mom's put on you and all the negativity she done dipped you in like you a chicken McNugget. You are too shallow-minded and simple-minded to even overcome those obstacles, to even provide yourself with a better life. Listen, I was raised by a petty, bitter woman. My mom, petty and bitter to this day. You know what I'm saying? Will tell me to my face, I'm jealous of you. Why? I have no reason, because I came from you. You understand? So you have no reason to be jealous of me, period. And I know a lot of y'all have had issues and situations with y'all mom just like that. Mom's still bitter to this day. But guess what? You are a fool if you allow any of those things, shortcomings, to hinder you from really having what you want out of life. A lot of us not gonna have what we want out of life because we just too damn angry to even attempt to give ourselves to someone else. Just to understand that everybody is not the same. And also to understand that a lot of times we pick bad guys. A lot of times we giving off that F girl, you know, like the F boys, because we got F boys, but we got that F girl vibe we be going on when we all out here on our whole strolls and all this stuff, and we all in our hot girl mode. See, we pick up guys during those phases because we're giving out that energy that, hey, I'm just a good time. And so you get with a guy and you like, okay, I'm just a good time. And he like, oh, you just a good time? He was like, okay, well, I like good times, because good times don't have no rules. Good times don't have no edit buttons. Good times don't mean that I got to check in and check out and all that. But see, you think that, oh, once I give him the booty, oh, he's mine. Nah, it does not work like that, because number one, a good time is always going to just be a good time. Just, you have to enter, when you are meeting these men in the beginning of the relationship, you have got to bring your best, put your best foot forward. You understand? You got to bring that emotional intelligence out to let him know, look, I'm not perfect. I have been through some things in my life, but I do know that I deserve love, and I'm willing to give you love. I'm going to need some understanding, just like you're going to need some understanding. I'm going to need some work, just like you're going to need some work. And I'm willing to allow you to mold me and help me better myself, because I'm spending all my time with you. I know that you know me better than myself, because you see me every day. We're cohabitating together. You see me with your own eyes, and your comments and insightfulness about me is not to put me down. It is to make me a better person, because the things that you are complaining about me means that I am lacking in that area. And if I don't fix that area that you're complaining about, you're going to do two things. One, either you're going to leave, or two, you're going to cheat. Because at the end of the day, a man does not have the time or the patience to deal with a woman who is all in her feelings about every aspect of life. You should not be in your feelings about a damn thing, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. When you start having kids, all that clubbing, nobody never told y'all this, but the clubbing and all this hanging out and all that is over with when you have children. That is over with. There is no, you should not be, there should be nobody else more higher in your responsibility Rolodex than your home and your children once you start making babies. It is not for the teachers in the streets to raise your children. And a lot of our young brothers, 20, 30, early 30s, these brothers have been raised eating oodles and noodles and Vienna sausages and stuff, because their mama don't cook for them, they didn't take care of them. And a lot of these men are going to have problems in the future. Unfortunately, a lot of our men are going to suffer with diabetes, kidney failures, all kind of different things, weak bones, osteomyelitis, myelomas, different things, all kind of things. And you know what? We're not going to be able to do a damn thing to help them, because you know why? We ain't even thinking about ourselves and our future. We are so busy living in the moment. Every moment, I gotta get up. I'm on her ass today. I'm getting hurt. I mean, for what? You spend most of your life wasting it chasing waterfalls and waterfalls and waterfalls and waterfalls. And in all that chasing, all you do is take losses. And then when you turn around and you look back, you done created such a horrible trail of hardship, ache, misery that you just never going to recover from. Why? Because you don't have the emotional intelligence to like stop yourself from damaging yourself. And we'll be right back after these messages. All right. Hey everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of we're talking about emotional intelligence today. Emotional intelligence is when you operate using your brain instead of your actions. When you know, hey, this person just trying to get a response out of me and I'm just not going to give it to them. Or, hey, ain't no reason for me fussing and arguing with my husband. Ain't no need of me fussing and arguing with my boyfriend. Ain't no need of me arguing and fussing with anybody, because me arguing and fussing about something ain't going to change the date. Ain't going to change nothing. So why don't I just be quiet, do what I need to do, and go on about my day so I can get myself together and stay focused on my task so I could be productive and do what I need to do. You see what I'm saying? It's thousands of ways that you could stop the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that we love the bullshit. We love acting the fool. We love being loud and out in the streets, clapping our hands and making a scene. See, we love that because we think that's that gangster stuff. Just like we love to be out here in these men faces fighting and cutting up and doing that thing. But guess what? At the end of the day, all you're doing is hurting yourself. You putting 100,000 miles on a vessel that don't need 100,000 miles, because it don't even run that good with 100,000 miles on it. You know what I'm saying? You run around here talking about bodies, and I mean, just where is your class? Where's your class? Because to a certain extent, if you don't have no class, number one, you ain't even gonna be successful making no kind of moves anywhere. Because what class can get you into a lot of things that your attitude and money can't. You know, class allows you and helps you to be able to know how to carry yourself. And a lot of us don't know how to carry ourselves. That's why we take losses in the streets, why our name be doo-doo. And there's nothing. And like one thing that my mom did tell me when I was growing up was your reputation is all that you got. Your reputation as being a businesswoman, your reputation in these streets as just a lady, just period. And you have to take control of what you want your name to be known as. You have kids coming up behind you, going to school and all this. And your kids have to suffer for your legacy. If you have a legacy of being a fool, everybody's going to look at your kids like that. So you have already set your kids up to fail. Because these same people that you disrespect is going to be the bosses of your kids' jobs and different things, and going to be, you know, don't think that your actions are not going to be judged in the future, is my point. There is nothing that you can do that can change the way a person sees you. Okay? People see you, they believe that they know who you are, and they judge you based on that. And you have to keep that in mind when you out here in these streets thinking that you are doing something that's just, I mean, you typical. If you riding around with your flip-flops on all day, your bedroom shoes, you got on your tights, you got on a little t-shirt, you got a bonnet on with some fake eyelashes and a hair weave, trust me, you a dime a dozen. Everybody doing that. You ain't special by no means. You is just like everybody. Because from coast to coast, all y'all doing the same thing. All y'all doing the same thing. But what about those of us who decide to step out of the line and make your own line? The line of the woman. That line is super short. That line is super short. I don't even know if it's anybody in the line too much trying to form. because the woman is going to have her mouth in order. The woman is going to keep her a man, a good man, with skills and loving and all that other stuff. A woman is going to know that, you listen, I ain't trying to win every battle. Because I know that trying to fight every battle, I'm going to lose the war. And my intentions is to not lose the war. And the war that you're going to lose is lose your family, lose your husband, not have a good life like you want. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. We do what we do because we are women. And this feminist movement that we have going on where everybody feel like we don't need a man. If you don't feel like you need a man, sit down and be quiet and just move out the way. But don't feel like just because you feel that way don't mean that other people feel that way. Other people don't feel like, because I'm supposed to be at home and submissive, I'm a baby making machine and all that. Everybody don't feel like that. That's how you feel. You feel like that. And someone has told you that because you are denying the very essence of who you are. You are a nurturer. You have a uterus and a womb for a reason, to bring forth life. That's it. That's it. To continue on your race. To be a pleasant, good-hearted, spirited, nice person. It used to be back in the days when a group of women come together, it's a beautiful thing. Sisterhood and all this stuff. But half of y'all, you can't claim to be a sister if you are hateful and malicious and you talk about one another. That's very catty. It's very disrespectful, and it's just draining. You are a grown woman. Learn to hold your mouth. Learn to hold your mouth. Learn not to say the wrong things all the time. If you and your husband fighting, sometime I'm telling y'all, let that shit go. What could you possibly say to him if he is to the point that he don't want to hear nothing that you got to say? The best thing that you could do is just leave him the fuck alone and go on about your day. You understand? It ain't no need. The worst thing that you could do to waste your time is try to argue a point with somebody who just don't fucking get it. Okay? I work from home. Okay? I work from home. My husband knows I work from home. I've been working from home for almost we're going on 2 years now, right? I keep telling my husband, when I'm at work, you can't just come up to me and start talking to me because really I'm not here. I can't stop what I'm doing and entertain you and take care of you. You know, I did that while you were sick. Now it's time for you to be a little more independent and take care of yourself while I'm at work, okay? And I'm taking on more hours, so I need you to chill. He don't get that shit. And every time I tell him that, you know what he tell me? Shut up. Shut up. Okay, so, and listen, I'm not saying I don't cuss him out because I do get sick of him saying shut up. But what am I going to say to him? Not a damn thing. So I just keep my mouth closed and keep doing me. And we'll be right back after these messages. All right, and we're back. And like I was saying in part 3, you have to understand that words don't change nothing. You understand? You can say whatever you want to say, whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want, but your actions speak louder than words. A lot of times, if we just, when I'm mad at my husband, he already know. Because guess what? I'm not going to have small talk with you. When you try, after you done went off on me, or you done been rude, or I feel like you just totally ignoring my feelings and what I need from you, I just won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I will give him the solid treatment for at least, a couple of seconds or something like that, an hour. I might not answer a couple of his questions, but then, I get over that because at the end of the day, I love him. He love me. I'm not about to let this ruin my day. Like, these little petty little differences and shit. I don't care about that. Who gonna watch this? I don't give a damn about that, because at the end of the day, if you beefing with your husband and your kids about washing dishes, cleaning the house and all this here, you got a problem, not them. Because it's your job to make the house work. I don't care what you say. Okay? It's your job to make the house work. As the woman of the house, that's your role. Period. Raising the kids, that's your job. Period. Making sure the kids eat. A lot of us got men that cook. That's great. But if you don't, it's your job. It's your job. So if you trying to work 40 hours a week, that's fine. But don't forget, you still got a full-time job when you come home that supersedes and overrides anything, and you don't get paid for it. Your payment for that job that you do at home for free is the loving and seeing your kids, your offspring, and your husband and them do wonderful. That's what your reward is for that. You don't get paid for that. That's why I don't work 40 hours a week. I ain't work a 40-hour-a-week job in some years. Because unfortunately, this man that I have, he requires me more than I require me. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, he has me set up in a position where I don't have to work 40 hours a week. Whatever little money I bring home in our house is fine with him. And he don't really give a damn about my money, because he pay the bills, and he do this stuff himself. You know what I'm saying? So whatever money I bring in, it does help us, because that means we got spending money and different things to do. But he don't give a damn about my money. And most men don't give a damn about your money. But you know what? Because they don't give a damn about your money, that does not mean that you should be selfish with your money and think that, oh, well, because he doesn't ask for anything, that doesn't mean that he doesn't need anything. What I will tell you is, if my husband pays the bills, I'll get a bill to pay, and I'll spend money to buy things for our home and things that that he might, need, or I might need, or the kids might need. My daughter, she has my stepdaughter, she has natural hair. I've been working with her with that for years. Her hair is beautiful, and I make sure that she has hair products, for her hair, that I buy with my money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind doing that, because I have the money to do that. If I want to invest in something, or if I want my husband, it's summertime, we all get some new sneakers or something, I don't mind buying my husband shoes. Because if he takes care of the bills, I'm going to make sure that he don't have to want for nothing. You understand? I'm going to make sure that I don't want for nothing. I don't take my money, and I'll put some money up for savings. I'll give him the money to put up, because he saves money better than I do, because I like to spend. I like to trick on my husband and my stepkids and myself and my house. That's like the best part of my day, figuring out what we need, and Amazon is just like one of my favorite things, because I'm shopping, you know what I'm saying? But I also make sure that I see my money. I'm not buying $2,000 pocketbooks. Even if I got the money, I will never buy a $2,000 pocketbook. I will never go to these high-end stores tricking and spending money on these things like they actually matter. When times get hard, you cannot eat a $2,000 pocketbook. When times get, once you walk out the store, the damn pocketbook, you can't even sell it and get that much money back. Why do you ladies do that? I have no idea. But that just shows you that you are trying to be fulfilled through expensive things, and that's really not what it is. Don't nobody give a damn about your pocketbook. When somebody's sick on their deathbed, nobody gonna say, oh, before I leave this earth, let me rub your Louis bag. Ain't nobody gonna never say no dumbass stuff like that. You understand? So you sitting here thinking that things are going to replace that emptiness you're feeling in your life, it's not. You're going to be a hoarder, and when you die, we're going to take all that damn stuff that you done bought and purchased, and we're going to sell it on a clearance to make some dollars to bury you, because you done spend all your money tricking it up on stuff that's totally useless and don't mean you nothing. You don't, because you don't have the emotional intelligence to understand that really what you're lacking is family. What you're lacking is love and companionship in a relationship from another person that mean you so well, but you don't understand that, and you end up being bitter. You end up having all this resentment. You end up being lonely and confused and sad, and a lot of that is just strictly because you refuse to change, because you refuse to understand that everybody is not the same. No matter how many relationships you done been in, the common fact that in the relationship is you. So maybe you're the damn problem and not somebody else. If you're always saying, well, every relationship I get in, they always this, that means that you are always exhibiting the behaviors to bring that out of a person. I know you wasn't ready to hear that, but that is the truth. It's not the person, it's you, because you can't date different people and still get the same responses, because it's not them, it's you. You're doing too much, you're saying too much, you're doing too little, you're saying too little. Your actions not lining up with your words, and you're sneaky as hell. So they can't even trust you. If a man can't trust you, you ain't getting nowhere with him. Lock phones and sneaky conversations and sneaky links, all that's that whole shit. Don't nobody want to wife a 304. If you're not ready to come to the table with an unlocked phone and less men on your social media profiles and stuff, then just stay out here in these streets. Because nobody want to waste their time with someone who is clearly not ready and on that level to fix their shit. And with that, I will tell you, ladies, that I am so happy and thankful that you tuned in. queenfromcreation@gmail.com. Shalawam.